Okay, so we're going to be showing off the most balanced card in Master Duel right now, which is Super Poly. Anyway, we opened 3 copies of Aliber in hand. That's exactly what you want to see when you're playing Branded. You just all 3 copies of Aliber. So fortunately, our Branded fusion goes through because we have to call by anyways. Activate Albion. They're gonna Sarnier away our Albas, which would be absolutely devastating for me if I didn't have the second copy of Aliber in hand. I take back what I said. Drawing second Aliber was clutch, because this lets me still fuse into something without banishing my Albion, which means I can tribute it for Lubellion still and put a loss on the field. And now we set Super Poly called by plus a banishment. This is just a very banishment. What this card says, if you're playing the mirror match, is banish your opponent's field. That's all it does. So our opponent's gonna do the same to us. Branded opening, get Aliber, which will get them the Branded Lost. Activate Branded Lost, activate Branded Fusion. Nothing I can do about that. We're gonna go into Albion, dump Lubellion. To which case, I'm actually so happy to do that. If they went for Lubellion, my banishment would have been quite a bit worse, as you'll see, because I would not be able to respond to Lubellion. But fortunately, because they went for Albion, by the way, hard drew Mercurier, so they got the Surge off Mercurier too. Go into Lubellion, discard the Cartesia, and then Mercurier will add them back at Albion. You're gonna make Mirror Jade, and as soon as they summon Mirror Jade, as soon as they tribute Albion for Lubellion, you flip the Branded Banishment, because if we look through our extra deck, let's look at the fusion materials required for a certain monster. Despia and Proscenion. One Despia monster, plus 1 light monster, plus 1 dark monster. Let's see, what attribute is Lubellion now? That they just summoned it? Yeah. They're gonna chain Mirror Jade, and they're just gonna banish my Lubellion too. Because they don't want to banish Caritas, they want to let me summon Albas for free. So we get the Albion back. This is just the most fair interaction in the entire game. Search summon Proscenion, banish 3 monsters on the field, then Branded Lost will trigger, which will let me search Mercurier, which is now live and summon Albion. Oh, by the way, they don't get to trigger the Mirror Jade Raigeki effect because Branded Lost prevents them from activating cards in response to my fusion summon. So, because Mirror Jade got banished in the same chain as Proscenion getting fusion summon, they don't get to trigger that effect. But they have a Super Poly of their own. Now they're gonna fuse away my field, make my Tri-Ring Mercurier dead by taking away my Albas fusion, summon Dragos Apelia, and negate it, fair. So we let them enter battle phase, and I got you back. I got a Super Poly of my own. Yeah, just the average Branded mirror match. Your field? No, our field, brother. And they're gonna get their own banishment, and their Brigand is gonna summon an Albas, which is just gonna get negated by the Dragos Apelia that we made off our Super Poly. And here's the deciding factor in so many Branded mirror matches is these non-engine cards. So I drew a Call by the Grave, our opponent didn't. So, the banishment they set is actually completely dead. And basically what happens is we got to resolve Super Poly plus banishment, and they only got to resolve Super Poly. So because we got an extra board wipe fusion to resolve on our side, we won the game. That's just what happens when the better player wins. The player that resolves Ash Blossom or Called by the Grave more in the mirror match wins the game. It's all skill, all top decking, all. I willed this Called by to my hand. No other, no luck factor involved at all in that. Right. Now we got a game. Open Super Poly again, and we're going second. Our opponent's playing Spright. Whoopee. Okay, we're gonna fast forward this for like 5 minutes. And can you believe this Spright has the shortest combo out of all the tier 1 decks. The board that ends on 5 monsters takes the least amount of time. Thanks, Master Duel. You know what happens from here. You know, they're gonna Melvia the Forest at the Caddy, and they summon back the Ronin, and they're gonna get IP Masquerena, and then summon the Caddy. And so here's what you do with Super Poly. By the way, you might be thinking top deck Ash. Damn, would you really want that for starter? Well, this is actually completely fine. You're gonna see the best thing to use Ash Blossom on, like, versus Spright, and it's not actually starter. So because you have Super Poly always enter battle phase first, that's always gonna bait out the Elf, and they're gonna get out the Carrot, and then they're gonna just chain, just go IP Avermax for you know, because they're scared. Then we're gonna Super Poly away their Red and their Elf. Go into Garura. Now they no longer have a negate on field, and you Ash that Caddy, and that Caddy is staying on the field, and you're not getting any signals, any heralds on your turn. To which point now they have 0 interruptions. Nice board. So yeah, now we're gonna do whatever we want, and yeah, they're gonna. So Super Poly by itself was not enough to break that board. But Super Poly with anything else, such as a Bystial to attack over stuff, or an Ash for the Caddy, or like maybe an Imperm if they place their zones wrong, that's enough to at least give you a chance to break, especially if they want to preserve their IP Masquerena and use it early, because you don't really give a crap about Avermax. The deck that plays a non-targeting banish from their extra deck does really not care much about Avermax. Okay, so now, first of all, this is why you run Maxi, okay? Pitch, get that Ash out of here. Okay, don't get that shit. Don't you dare Ash my Brand Fusion. Please Ash my Maxi instead. So, anyway, more Spright combos. In case if you're wondering how this matchup is ever winnable at all when you go second. It's literally almost entirely because of this card. So yeah, they're gonna Melvia the Forest. That's a strange Xyz choice to use Melvia the Forest, but okay. Yeah, get Caddy out. Yeah, their standard board. Once again, always bluff battle phase. You enter battle phase, they will start using their effects, and we have like called by for the Spright Red, and they're gonna use Masquerena as well. And they always preemptively make Avermax. So they always, if they have an empty zone, they will use Elf. Which, if it's a targeted dark, you can Bystial it. And they will always use IP Masquerena to go into Avermax, which does absolutely nothing to Branded. So now I think I'll keep my battle phase, thank you very much. Normal summon Alibur. They're gonna try to trigger the Caddy, except no they're not. Yeah, goodbye. Get this Garura. This should probably be in attack mode, but whatever. Add Brand Infusion. You already ashed my Maxi. Ain't no way you got the second ash. You're not that good. Get the Rinbrim out, and now we have the Cure Your line, and our opponent. Nobody knows how the Bystial Despia. Okay, do not Bystial the Mercurial that I'm trying to banish to get a search anyways. Please do not ever do that. Okay, because now I just add the. Thank you. I was gonna add this anyways, especially and then fuse with the Sarnir that, you know, I can fuse from hand, not just field. Rangonil, dump Retribution, dump Void Dragon. That's not even gonna matter. Add Brandon Red back to hand, author Retribution, get back the Fallen Balvaz. Go into Mirror Jade, activate Mirror Jade effect, and they're gonna Well, they're gonna banish my Mirror Jade. I don't really care about that because you know you activated Spright starters this turn, so actually 25 plus 25 plus 18 is exact game. I don't even need the extra attack from the Mirror Jade itself because Spright burns themselves. So anytime you super poly them, you just have a high chance of just killing them right there. Alright, so what if I told you Super Poly can also play through Ash? So step 1, brick and pass. Done. Step 2, your opponent's playing Spright and you Ash their starter, to which point they will use up their red, and then you activate Maxi, to which that will get their Ash out of their hand. Bam. Gone. Don't gotta worry about that shit anymore. Next, they're gonna start her out, and because they don't know what we're playing yet, all they saw was Ash and Maxi, they're gonna get out Carrot, not play on Super Poly, and then get absolutely wiped out. Both their bodies gone for a Garura. And now they can't do anything, because they already normal summon, they use starter, they have no more extenders in their hand. Although, you know, just this is why I run E-Telly, because if they ran E-Telly, I'm just saying, they wouldn't be able to the full combo through this and cook me. You know, that's personally that, you know, I think E-Telly and Gamma's pretty good. But anyway, final step, top deck Branded Fusion, no more Ash blocking to worry about. Boom, that's how you play through Ash with Super Poly. You know, three turn setup, 3-turn combo, but you know, we'll take it. For more ways on how to play through Ash, go check out my combo tutorials over here.